Yeah. Here we are at the Duncan Showroom on a Thursday night in October, where it was 18 degrees today, where it's now down to the chilling 5 or 6 or 8 or 7. But we're taking it to heart. We really feel like we're being hard done by sometimes out here in the cold weather of the West Coast. Whereas our next guest, our artist tonight, took the Via train across, as Via is wont to do to help musicians get back and forth across the country. He lets them play as they travel and they get to tour the country. But he got a chance to take the train through northern Ontario and Manitoba, where there's snow, and through the Rockies, where there's snow, to land in wonderful downtown Vancouver yesterday to 18 degrees. Yeah. He wants to live out here too. He's a Cape Breton boy. If any of you have ever been to Cape Breton, or as he says, Nova Scotia, until you further him in and you find out that, well, it's actually Cape Breton that he's from, right? And that's a different breed. I had the opportunity of traversing that area and the Cabot Trail once. And the part of Cape Breton that he's from is known for weather. They get all the hurricanes and all that stuff. All the leftovers from the Americans hit that southern part of the East Coast that sits out there. So weather's nothing new to him. But what it does is it means a lot of people get insights, gets that sort of maritime insight about life. So their approach to their lyrics are kind of got depth to it, right? And because they're always a hardworking people, you'll hear some of the connotations to coal, some of the things that used to go on in that area. But you'll also hear sort of tonight during soundcheck, I heard it sort of almost almost an Appalachian style traditionalist flavor, which would have come up from the East Coast and up and down that way, which is not your East Coast maritime music. It's got another perspective to it. But either which way, I was impressed with this guy the first time he came through, and here he is out here again. I'm very glad that we were able to bring him back again. And if we have the opportunity, and he happens to be here in July, we'll put him on the 39 Days of July as well. This is someone that people should have the opportunity to hear. Tonight you will get that opportunity if you check in on the YouTube channel today. And if not, at a later time, remember the name, Mike McKenna Jr. He's someone to keep an eye out for. Are you nearby, sir? There he is. Mike? Mike? I'm saying all these nice things about him. I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. He held it all the way from the East Coast to here. But he got it out finally. Anyway, as I said, a little bit of the East Coast comes to the left coast. And we're sure glad it is. His name, as I said, Mike McKenna Jr. Please give it up for him.
Thank you very much. On the day of the wake, I just wanted to stay in my bed, 'cause sometimes you do. And I struggle to think as I crawled to the sink for a much needed drink, maybe two. And the music played low as my pockets exploded with change, as I emptied my drawers. The telephone rang, your voice sounded strange. Well, I picked up my pants off the floor. It's the only way I know to say goodbye. Whoa, it's the only way I know, only way I know. Well, I later regret my last smoke got all wet. You put my hand up your dress to keep it warm. Oh, and the park bench was dry, and our phones long died. My ticket left crumbled and torn, and we both caught a whiff of someone smoking a spliff as it started to drift down the line. Oh, and I waited so long, I guess my watch was wrong, and we missed the last bus for a while. It's the only way I know to say goodbye. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Mike McKenna Jr. I'm from Cape Breton Island. It's great to be here. I'm touring and promoting my new record. It's called Pacific Northwest Bound. So it's great to be in the Pacific Northwest. It's a beautiful coast you have here. I come from Nova Scotia, so I appreciate a good ocean community. And I really love the vibe out here. And I'm going to play you guys a new song that I wrote. It's about a lighthouse. I figured you guys would appreciate it. It's called At the Edge of the World. We're near the top of the hill, there's a warning light, and it cuts like a sword in the deepest night. For a fleeting glimpse, but you're a fool if you go on the blackest part of a cobalt stone. You know it burns so bright when you're close to the sun. If it melts your wings, and my work's begun. And I can't bear to see another wasting life quickly snatched from the earth. Mom, hold me tight. At the edge of the world, where the seabirds sing, and so many people come spread their wings. And every soul I find, they will run toward more, must have sunk to the bottom of the ocean floor. No, it burns so bright when you're close to the sun. If it melts your wings and my work's begun. I can't bear to see another wasting life. Quickly snatched from the earth, mama, hold me tight. Quickly snatched from the earth, mama, hold me tight. Near the top of the hill, where there's a warning light, and it cuts like a sword in the deepest night. Thank you very much. I like to write a lot of songs about my family members. Get some interesting stories from my folks back in the Maritimes, and one of my aunts sent me a story about a relative of mine that went up to the Klondike, so I wrote this song about him. This is called Hope the Angels Will Sing Over My Lonely Bones. Well, I wake every morning with the sun in my eyes. Find the temperament needed to be swallowed up by the night, and I'll be swinging my pick and panning for go home. And I hope the angels will sing over my lonely bones. Well, you kissed me so sweetly when the stampede left town. Didn't take long to smell all the wooden nickels around. But you're my steadfast hope. You're the best of my friends. But I knew in my heart that I'd hold you again. Oh, they say the ship's away, and I'll come back a rich man someday. Now my blood is frozen through. Might be writing my last word to you. Baby, know that after all this time digging, my future looks bleak. For a year of supplies lasted just 34 weeks. In the Mounties they said, it's about time we head home. But I'll be damned if I came just to die here alone. Oh, they say ship's away, and I'll come back a rich man someday. Now my blood is frozen through. Might be writing my last words to you. Baby, know that as December rolls in and the light slips away, feel every hair on my chin slowly turning to gray. But I'm quick to remember, that you're waiting at home, gently stoking the fiery warm, my lonely bones, gently stoking the fiery warm, my lonely bones. Thank you very much. Let me play you guys a song off my first album. It was an EP called Traveling Man. I've been living in Montreal the last 7-8 years, and I try to get home to Cape Breton as often as I can, but it's a pretty long drive. It's about a 16-hour drive. This is a tune I wrote about that. This is called The Little Things. When I was just a boy, my grandmother said to me, "So dear, when I'm old and I lose my mind, you need to take care of me." Before she passed on, oh, I was given one more day. Heard her voice again in my head and my thoughts drifted on away. Well, I feel it's been forever since I had the pleasure of driving. This point in my life, I miss the little things. Sometimes being alone, it's good for the soul. More time with my mind, yeah. More time as I'm growing old. Someday I'll meet you there, yeah. Oh, someday I'll meet you there, yeah, yeah. Oh, someday I'll meet you there, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 Well, I can see so clearly my first memory. I'm on your lap in a rocking chair, cutting pears while we watch TV. Always watched over me, yeah, like I knew you would. You barely recognized my face. It's a part I never understood. Someday meet you there, yeah. Someday I'll meet you there, yeah, yeah. Oh, someday well, I'll meet you there, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Yeah, well, someday I'll meet you there, yeah. Oh, someday. Yeah, well, someday I'll meet you there, yeah. Oh, someday. Thank you very much. gonna play you guys a tune from my new album. This is a song I wrote about a guy that was living out in the street outside my high school. He's kind of well known in my community, and he's known by a couple different names. One of them was Pretty Archie. Some people called him Two-String Charlie. He had a little guitar, 2 strings on it, but he might have only had 2 teeth. He was quite an interesting character. But he'd be singing outside Walmart, and I'd seen him get a hard time from a few people, and he's a very misunderstood character. So this song goes out to him and all the other misunderstood people on the street. This is called Lost. There's an old man, but ain't nobody know him. When he comes to my window, he's just skin and bones. So careless he wanders as the sun grows weary. He walks in the chilly velvet moonlight all alone. He's so lost, 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 but ever so peaceful. Yeah, he's so lost, 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 so lost at sea. Burning fire on the smoky beachside, stacking stones to fight the temper of the wind, yeah. So drunk he dances seesaw whiskey. It's like he knows the ship is coming in, yeah. 'Cause he's so lost, 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 but ever so peaceful. Yeah, he's so lost, 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 so lost at sea. Yeah, he's so lost, 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 but ever so peaceful. Yeah, he's so lost, 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 so lost at sea. Then one day he saw her way out in the ocean. She was high on the waves, shining bright, yeah. There ain't nothing to live for with a love forgotten. So he just kept swimming, swimming, swimming. He was out of sight, yeah. 'Cause he's so lost, 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 but ever so peaceful. Yeah, he's so lost, 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 so lost at sea. Yeah, he's so lost, 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 but ever so peaceful. Yeah, he's so lost, 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 so lost at sea. Thank you very much. This is a song I wrote for a good friend of mine. It's called The Shepherd. Well, I don't suppose you've seen my friend. He went wandering by himself again. The shadow may have graced your step, but he just wanted somewhere warm to sit. When he comes back home, and I swear I never make you stay alone. And I think it's time I let bygones be bygones, and I leave light on. Well, I don't suppose you've seen my friend. He went wandering in the woods again. I know that he may never be the same, no. And I just want to know I'm my friend again. Back home, I swear I'd never make you stay alone. And I think it's time I let bygones be bygones, and I leave I don't suppose you've seen my friend. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to do one long set. How does everybody feel about that instead of two sets? If you haven't noticed, I like to in my songwriting explore themes of my home in Nova Scotia. Sometimes the old nautical stories, but there's a lot of tragedy in old Nova Scotia stories. So sometimes I try to find it in more modern subjects. And so I wrote a song with a friend of mine back in Nova Scotia. Her name's Michaela Lynn. This song is called "Caught in the Middle." Left my home some time ago. I walked until my feet were surely walking on their own. Without a dollar to my name, didn't occur to me how much I needed change. Sometimes it's not what you want. Sometimes it's what you know. Somehow, maybe someday, well, I just might find my place. But for now I'm gonna stay caught in the middle. Well, I left my home down in Marguerite. All the mountaintops and the colors on the leaves. Oh, but darling, needing more than a woman without the love I'm longing for. Well, sometimes it's not what you want. Sometimes it's what you know. Somehow, maybe someday, I just might find my place. For now, I'm gonna stay caught in the middle. Found a home deep in the south. This old house ain't much, it's kept me underground. If I don't see you before I'm dead, I won't blame a single hair upon your head. Sometimes it's not what you want. Sometimes it's what you know. Somehow, maybe someday, I just might find my place. But for now, I'm gonna stay cold. Thank you. I'll play you guys a new song I wrote. This hasn't been recorded yet, other than my own little demos at home. But I got here by playing on the train. I've been playing for Via Rail, and it was a really nice experience, except for when we drove through some snow on the way. I hope everybody's aware of that. It's coming. But apparently not to you guys, because it's so damn beautiful here. But I did take the train across Canada, and it was a great experience. And I had some time to do some writing and some thinking, and I got to workshop some songs and play some new songs that I haven't really performed live yet. So got to play this one on the train. This is called The Town. In the town I was born, there were church bells ringing, there were hymns worth singing from the soles of your shoes. But every rose has its thorn. There were good folks trying. Was a hope worth dying for down in old number 2? Maybe I'll go back someday where the fog meets the glacier bay, where I always have a familiar place to stay. In the town I was born. on them dusty old coal mines. Ain't nothing left but the black flies down in old number 2. Seems so pure in my youth. Bullfrogs and rubber boots. Oh, and the sugar bowl froze down in old number 2. Maybe I'll go back someday where the fog meets the glacier bay, and where people talk in the most peculiar way. In the town I was born. Thank you very much. I'm gonna play something a little more upbeat for you guys. All these sad boy songs, you know. With this 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy. On it for my size, on it for my size. And I'm going to the mountains just to see my baby, but I ain't coming back. But I ain't coming back. So roll on, buddy. Don't you roll so slow. Tell me, how can I roll when the wheels won't pull? So roll on, buddy. Won't you roll so slow? How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Way to Harlem, it's a long way to Hazard, just to get a little brew, just to get a little brew. And when I'm long gone, gonna make my tombstone at a number 9 cold, at a number 9 cold. So roll on, buddy, won't you roll so slow? Tell me, how can I roll when the wheels won't go? Roll on, buddy, won't you roll so slow? How can I roll when the wheels won't pull? Tell me, how can I roll when the wheels won't grow? Yeah, thank you very much. This is a song I play, I shouldn't say covered, this is an old traditional song that I played on my new album. It's called The Bright Sunny South. It's about a young boy going off to war and his family justifying it to him. And this song has a lot of different historical interpretations. Some say it's about the Fenian raids, and some say it's about the American Civil War. But it also traces its way up to Nova Scotia. We call it the Sunny South. So I'm going to do my rendition of it here. In the bright sunny South, to the war I was sent. After the days of my boyhood I scarcely had spent, from its cool shady forests and deep flowing streams, are fond in my memory and so sweet in my dreams. My dear little sister, I still see her tears when I had to leave home in our tender years. My sweet gentle mother, so dear to my heart, grieved me sincerely when we had to part. Kind-hearted father, as he took my hand, as you go in defense of our dear native land. Son, be brave but show mercy whenever you can. Our hearts will be with you when you return again. There's a Bible to show me the way. Over my 12 years on earth and heaven someday, I will shoulder my musket, brandish my sword in defense of this land and the word of the Lord. Kansas land, the word of the Lord. Thank you. We got time for a couple more songs. Thank you guys so much for coming out and listening. I'm going to play a tune that I wrote maybe 4 or 5 years ago, put it out on my first EP. I had quite a few friends that moved out west, and when we say out west in the Maritimes, we don't mean British Columbia. We mean Saskatchewan and Alberta very particularly, because there's so many workers that come out here to the oil fields. And I had a lot of friends that worked up in Fort McMurray, and I wrote this tune for them, based on some of the stories that they had when they came back. And the song is called "To Die in the West." Well, I keep coming home just to see my dear. My parents are old and the time's coming near. Well, my pockets are rich, my back's getting poor, yeah. You know I keep my chin high, my feet on the floor. You know it must have been some time since I last seen you, since you waved me by from your living room. No, the company just paid my flight to come home, yeah. A week off ain't much when you travel alone. I said I know just never be. As long as I need Fort McMurray, love, you know how much I miss the sea, the breeze on the Myra River. Oh, the nights spent with you were the best. As long as there's work on the oil rigs, my lover, I'll leave you my heart, but I'll die in the West. Leaving out on the rigs, well, I found maritime charm as I worked at the side of my brothers in arms. We had the lads from the Rock, the mainlanders too. 'Cause when you're this far from home, you connect by roots. You see, my grandfather spent half his life underground. No, his lungs were so black that he may as well drown. Oh, and now I don't wish for my children to see their old man to look 50 when he's 33. I said, I know that our love can just never be. As long as I need Fort McMurray, love, you know how much I miss the sea, the breeze on the Myra River. Oh, the nights spent with you were the best. But as long as there's work on the oil rigs, my lover, I'll leave you my heart, but I'll die in the West. Baby, I know that you love the East Coast, so I raise up my glass and I offer a toast. Oh, to our last visit before I go back, yeah, just to bank up my money while the oil sands last. No, you must tell my son where he'll bury me, in the soil of Cape Breton I'd much rather be. And I hope I could save enough money to rest when the time comes across my arms over my chest. And I said, I know love can just never be. As long as I need Fort McMurray, love, you know how much I miss the sea, the breeze on the Myra River. Well, the nights spent with you were the best, yeah. As long as there's work on the oil rigs, my lover, I'll leave you my heart, but I'll die in the West. And I know that our love can just never be. As long as I need Fort McMurray, love, you know how much I miss the sea, the breeze on the Myra River. The nights in Whale Cove were the best, yeah. But as long as there's work on the oil rigs, my lover, I'll leave you my heart, but I'll die in the West. Thank you guys so much. I got one more song for you guys. Again, my name is Mike McKenna Jr. I'm from Cape Breton Island. It's been great to be here. The song's called Little Sadie. Went out one night for to take a look around. Met little Sadie and I shot her down. I went back home and I got into bed, put a 44 pistol under my head. Woke up next morning about 9:30. Hacks in the buggies all standing in line. The gents and the gamblers standing all around us, taking little Sadie to a burying ground. Oh, I began to think what a deed I'd done, and I grabbed my hat and away I run. Must have run just a little too slow, and they overtook me down at Jericho. I was standing on the corner, just reading a bill. Along came the sheriff from Thomasville. Said, young man, ain't your name Brown? Oh, remember the night you blew Sadie down. I say, yes, sir, my name is Lee. Murdered little Sadie in the first degree. First degree and the second degree. If you got any papers, won't you read them to me? They took me downtown, all dressed in black. Put me on the train and sent me back. Sent me back down to county jail. I ain't had nobody for to go my bail. With the judge and the jury, they took the stand. The judge had the papers in his right hand. Said 41 days, 41 nights, 41 years with a ball in the strides. Thank you guys very much. Have a great night.